Hi guys, good morning. So this is Wednesday and I am sitting in my classroom. I just got to school trying to get, my laptop and my desktop going. So, we have been out of school for so long, and I kind of mentioned that in the previous video. But today we're going to discuss vital signs. And I'm going to see if I can show you guys me writing on the board and doing things, because my projector, the bulb went out and I'm supposed to get a brand new projector, not just because the bulb went out, but for my department. So I'm waiting on that, and I don't know how long that's going to take because I like to do PowerPoints and so the kids can write their notes. So now I've been writing on the board, so I'm going to try to show a little bit of that today as I'm teaching in person. So writing on the board is for the in-person guys, and my guys that'll be on Zoom, they'll be able to see the PowerPoint anyway. So hopefully that works out. I mean, it seems like it's been working out pretty good anyway. And my kids also said they like me writing on the board because it stays there longer, and I guess they can write their notes better. So I'll probably be writing on the board a little bit, trying to do a little bit more for them. So I'll just bring you guys along, and hopefully I can get some footage of me writing on the board, and we'll just see how the day goes. See you later. Okay, does everyone understand what we're doing? Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so I'll give you guys a few more minutes, and then we're going to move on to our Pulse PowerPoint. So the guys at home, of course, you can see it, but this is the worksheet that we will be doing for the Pulse, and it should say Pulse Worksheet. It's a PDF. Let's see, can y'all see that? I think so. Okay, and it's front and back. So on yours, you'll have 2 pages, but if you can't work on it because it's a PDF, so you will just have to put your answers in. Okay, so we're going to move on to Pulse. If you have not finished, you can finish when we get into our C&I time. And then everyone else that is finished, on the way out, make sure you put your worksheet either in the folder up there or on your desk, but I want you to turn those in today. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about Pulse, which you guys, we've already said some things about Pulse, right? Okay, so the worksheet that you guys have, you can follow along with me as I'm talking, or you can go on to our Teams on your phone and go to the Pulse PowerPoint. Since we don't have a projector, that may be an easier thing for you to do. All right, and then guys at home, you're going to do the worksheet also and follow along with this PowerPoint. All right, so you guys really don't have to take notes today because we've already talked a little bit about Pulse. So I want you to listen, not be on your phones, not be doing other things. I want you to listen to what we're talking about so you can do the worksheet. Okay. All right, so pulse is the pressure of blood pushing against the wall of an artery as the heart contracts. There's several pulse sites on the body. Anybody remember some that we mentioned? Okay. Radial. Starts with a B. What do you remember? Can anybody help her? Brachial. Okay, what else? Temporal. Carotid. Okay, we got 4. What else we have? I think you told me yesterday.
One branch out.
What? Which one?
The one that started with the B, like branch something.
So we already said brachial. So I got 4. I need another one. We said radial. Femoral or femoral. Which one? Dorsalis pedis. And then we had popliteal. Who said that, Logan? Did you say that? Okay, and then we have one more on the foot. What was the other one on the foot?
Posterior tibial.
Tibial, yes, thank you. So that was 7 of them. So you guys are remembering. So any abnormalities can signal a disease. So remember we talked about vital signs are important to know because they let us know if there's infection in our body or something going on, right? All right, so with our pulse, we said we assess the rate, the rhythm, and the volume. So with our rate, that's telling us how many beats per minute our heart is beating. With our rhythm, it's telling us the pattern. Is it irregular? Is it normal pattern? Yes. If you can follow along, yes. If not, I'll give you guys some time to look at the PowerPoint and do it. The volume. Is it the character or strength of the beat? So, how strong is it? How weak is it? So who in here has the app where you can look on your phone? Okay. All right. So if you do not have the app where you can follow along with us, then during our C&I time, you can look back at it. All right, so assessing our pulse, we are looking for our rate, our rhythm, and our volume. And then the next slide gives us a picture of what our pulse sites are and where they are. It's detected where a superficial artery has a bone behind it. And then sites are often named according to nearby bones or structures. So just like with the radial site, it's close to our radial artery and then our radial bone. So the most common sites are the radial and brachial. And remember I said brachial we use mostly for babies. All right, then for palpation and auscultation. Palpation means to touch. So examination by applying slight pressure to a pulse point with fingertips. So remember I told you guys use your 2 fingers to feel like your radial. I'll do this one because my watch. Your radial pulse here. So if you go up too far, you're on your wrist area. You're not going to feel it, but you want to be down a little bit. And there's like a little groove, and you can kind of feel it there. So if you haven't felt it before, if you occlude it, sometimes you can't feel it. So you have to extend your arm a little bit, put it on a harder surface or lay it down so that you can feel it. Can you feel yours? Okay, so when you do it over. So you're over 2. Okay, you feel it there? Okay. And then auscultation means to listen. So that's when we put in our stethoscope. It's usually with the stethoscope, and you listen to your apical pulse. So anybody remember, where's your apical pulse? I showed you on the picture over here. Well, not necessarily. It sounds like the top when you say apex, but it's the little point, the pointy tip of your heart. Okay, that's your apex. Okay, guys, so I am on my planning right now, and I'm getting ready to grade some papers so I can get papers back to my students tomorrow, and maybe do a little planning for my class, my fourth period class tomorrow. And then I'm just gonna probably let's see, try to organize my desk and go to lunch. And then after lunch, it will be downhill for me. I have one more class left, which is my clinical class, and so they're doing a little bit of review and reading some chapters because for their test they're trying to take in March. And after that, I will be done for today. My son does have track practice today, so I'm trying to see if I need to leave a few minutes early to get over there to his school. And then I have a meeting at 4:30 because I think I mentioned before, I have to take the praxis exam. And we're doing our first study session today. So I will be working on that. And in the meantime, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.